If I say that the world is round and someone else says it's flat.
If some of these folks were around when Columbus set sail, they must have been founding members of the Flat Earth Society. They would not have believed that the world was round. We don't have time for a meeting of the Flat Earth Society.
Let me just underscore, you don't need to be a scientist to know that the Earth is round.
And we need to make clear that those members of the Flat Earth Society,
the current members of the Flat Earth Society in Congress.
We got some people at high levels of aspiration who are the Flat Earth.
We have Flat Earth Caucus.
The Earth isn't flat.
In other breaking news, the world is round, not flat.
And you don't need to be a scientist.
and we need, as responsible leaders, to take account of science.
I'm sorry to have to tell you this, but you are a journalist. You are a journalist.
No, you don't have to apologize.
No, I'm not apologizing.
I host a talk show, so I can't say I'm not a journalist.
Yeah, well, not only that.
That's what I do. I'm Neil deGrasse Tyson, bitch.
Oye, Bill, por aquí.
We look out in the universe, and 85% of all the gravity that's out there has some mysterious, unknown source. We add up all the stars, the galaxies, the planets, the comets, the black holes, the dark clouds, everything out there that we can see, touch, smell, or taste. And it doesn't add up to give us the gravity that we see operating in this universe.
Well, in my left hand I have a feather. In my right hand a hammer. And I guess one of the reasons we got here today was because of a gentleman named Galileo a long time ago who made a rather significant discovery about falling objects in gravity fields. And we thought that where would be a better place to confirm his findings than on the moon. And so we thought we'd try it here for you. The feather happens to be appropriately a falcon feather for our falcon. And I'll drop the two of them here, and hopefully they'll hit the ground at the same time. How about that? It proves that Mr. Galileo was correct in his findings. At the same time. Falcon, and I'll drop the two of them here, and hopefully they'll hit the ground at the same time. How about that? It proves that Mr. Galileo was correct in his findings.
Newton afirmaba que los objetos caían porque una fuerza misteriosa llamada gravedad los alaba hacia abajo. Sin embargo, el mismo Isaac Newton no estaba satisfecho con esta explicación. Los objetos se mueven porque algo los empuja, no porque algo los sale. En este caso, ¿qué es lo que está alando? Newton no lo sabía. Así que se encogió de hombros y dijo, no lo sé. Así que voy a inventar algo que se llama atracción gravitacional. No lo sé. Así que voy a inventar algo que se llama atracción gravitacional.
It's called gravity.
Obama.
So we prepared a contingency communications procedure, and guess what? We don't need that anymore.
Is NASA lying to us?
Y yo digo, bueno,
No sabemos lo que es la energía oscura o la materia oscura. Todavía lo estamos investigando. Entonces ellos dicen, debe de ser Dios. Así que mi respuesta es, si para ti Dios es lo que la ciencia no entiende todavía, entonces Dios es la ignorancia científica.
What is gravity?
I have no idea. Okay, next question.
Wow.
No, here's the difference. We can describe gravity. We can say what it does to other things. We can measure it, predict with it. But when you start asking, like, what it is, I don't know. What it is, I don't know. We can. What it is, I don't know.
What is gravity?
You have no idea. Okay, next question.
Wow.
No, here's the difference. To say, what is it? I think Einstein, in an Einsteinian answer, we would say gravity space is help. Yeah.
Wow.
No, here's the difference. That's probably the best answer I can give to a what is gravity question, or why is it? That's the best I can do there. I think that's a good start. And good start.
Here in this Apollo 14 footage, you can see a ping, a momentary glint. And again, run slowly. And once more. There are other examples too. This one is from Apollo 17 during the flag scene. You can see the ping at the top of the frame. In this footage from Apollo 16, we have telltale evidence of a slightly floating or dangling effect at the jump salute location. It's as if the weight is being taken off the astronaut's feet just a second or so too soon. So too soon. So too soon. Compare that sequence with an obvious rehearsal rig. The dangling effect is very evident. And here again, from the same mission, Apollo 16, we have an astronaut who is about to get up.
Okay, here we go.
Let me give you a hand, he says.
There goes bag. There goes another bag. Coming.
Look at it again. The astronaut is getting up with the wire taking the weight, relieving him of 5/6 of the Earth's gravity, relieving him of 5/6 of the Earth's gravity, relieving him of 5/6 of the Earth's gravity. A magic trick? No. Just the help of a wireman. This is a slow-motion jump that would have been seen live on TV. And here it is at normal speed. The well-rehearsed, pre-recorded material was apparently slowed down by 50% when we saw it on TV. And yes, we've done the necessary work to establish that percentage.
Is NASA lying to us?
Some people believe that the Earth was flat.
What you find is that they create a universe that is perfectly flat. Flat.
Should we still debate whether the Earth is flat?
There should be a legitimate debate between whether the Earth is round or flat. Because after all, any idiot can walk outside and look and see that it's flat.
To debate this?
The Earth is flat.
And the world is flat, right? And the world is flat.
And the world is flat.
Have you heard the flat earther people?
Learn from it. Zika will be the first of many viruses over the years because the world is flat. 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 It's flat.
That believe the Earth is flat.
This is a deep failure of our educational system.
Four members of the Republican Party who are running for president also do not believe in evolution.
Yes. So, is the world flat? Is the world flat?
Yes.
I don't know. What do you think? I never thought about it, Whoopi. Is the world flat? I never thought about it.
How do we know the Earth is not flat?
We don't. It's flat.
case there are any conspiracy theorists out there, how would you prove to us that you're in zero gravity?
see for yourself that the astronauts are overhead, talk to them while they're there, and then they'll fly away. Take that, conspiracy theorists.
Llegas y te quitas el cinturón de seguridad, creo que es un impacto muy grande, de repente no hay gravedad, ¿sí?
¡Pam! Entonces te empuja y en ese momento estás en ingravidez, es decir, todo flota, el bolis te va y las tripitas también. Entonces todo hay que tener ya, hay que hacer un zen allí para pensar esto no pasa nada, ¿no? Porque es exactamente la misma sensación que cuando la montaña rusa hace así y sueltan el ganchito y ¡bum! Es la misma sensación física es esa. Y caerse es exactamente lo mismo. En la física es lo mismo.
What the sky actually looks like from the moon, the sun, the earth, the stars, if any, and so on?
The sky is a deep black when viewed from the moon, as it is when viewed from cislunar space, the space between the Earth and the moon. Deep black.
The sky is almost white with the light of the universe, with the uncountable number of stars.
Deep black.
You can't see the constellations because the sky is just so alive with stars.
The most unexpected thing, I think, was the blackness of space.
White.
Deep black.
White.
Black.
White.
The blackness.
White.
There with the world right there, and then when you look the other way, it's the whole universe, and the blackness is a palpable blackness. It's not just dark. It's forever.
Todo el mundo sale de su mamá, menos ciertos clones y la progenie sexual. Los nazis no perdieron la guerra, los nazis no perdieron la guerra. Solo se mudaron de Europa para América y el tío Sam los acaparó, les dio trabajo y los animó para que siguieran ingeniando como moderanos. Quieren convertirte en enemigo de la tierra, quieren convertirte en enemigo de la tierra. Hermana mayor será la naturaleza, salven el planeta y el humano para la mierda.
No,
sí,
no.
Sí, total. Corporativismo apócrifo, terrorismo risueño posmoderno, neofascismo en un gentil totalitarismo, atropellos, grandes mentiras, un mundo de crimen y unas cuantas enigmas. Esa es la orden del día. Y el hombre ácrata y el hombre ingenuo serán devorados por el orden postmoderno. Yo no sé qué es verdad, pero sé que es mentira. Esta cárcel ubicua es una falacia maligna. Mitad animal, mitad extraterrestre. Somos simios con ADN de mente. Simios con ADN de mente y indios con potencial emergente. No le tengas tengas miedo a las serpientes. Sé tú mismo y usa tu mente. Globalización, homogenización para un mejor control. Miedo de demagogos con propaganda. Deseas esas papas agrandadas. No te gusta algo hasta que ves su marca. No crees en Dios pero sí en la ciencia pagana. No debe haber justicia para el hijo de la viuda por monopolizar las verdades ocultas. Nació con la ilustración, creció con mucha revolución y ahora vemos la revelación de cómo emprende su sujeción con su reinado de falsa opresión. La perspectiva de Rosso ya es realidad. La dictadura científica acaba de empezar. La dictadura científica acaba de empezar. La dictadura científica acaba de empezar. La dictadura final se acaba de instaurar. Gobierno mundial, reducción poblacional, nuevo orden mundial, nueva era feudal. Tú no causas el calentamiento global, que tú no causas el calentamiento global, porque es un proceso natural a causa de actividad solar. No me cobren por exhalar, no me maten por respirar. Facebook es tu carpeta digital, dile adiós a tu privacidad. Cámaras aquí, cámaras allá, cámaras adelante, cámaras atrás. Amenazas confabuladas, pandemias orquestadas, desastres no tan naturales en mercados artificiales, invasión extraterrestre. El futuro no será como el presente, pues habrán nuevos cuentos sin precedentes en un planeta con naciones impotentes. Club de Roma, Comisión Trilateral, el Fondo Monetario Internacional, Chatham House y el CFR, el Banco Mundial y la Reserva Federal, Bilderberg y las Naciones Unidas. A todos les encantan las ideas globalistas. Unión Europea, Unión Africana, Unión del Pacífico, Unión Americana. En el norte como en el sur, nafta, el esteroides y el UNASUR. Se está consolidando tu esclavitud, pero no vas allá para la multitud. Todo será instantáneo, no habrá lentitud, solo un mundo feliz y una raza sin virtud. Estás abdicando tu libertad a cambio de idiotez y subsistencia digital, a cambio de miedo en un régimen mundial, a cambio de mercancías y singularidad, a cambio de bullying en una nueva sociedad. La dictadura científica acaba de empezar. La dictadura científica acaba de empezar. La sociedad postindustrial acaba de cambiar. Falacias neomalthusianas en tecnocracias infrahumanas. La ciencia con su idiosincrasia hará de ti una especie exacta. Con el pragmatismo, transhumanismo, el fanatismo del ambientalismo, darwinismo, fetichismos y con mucho consumismo. Ciencia sin amor es un anatema demoníaca. Ciencia sin amor es un anatema demoníaca. Nuestro paraíso está llenándose de caca. Despierta ahora o permuta con la masa, porque los demonios sí existen, son bien listos y son reptiles, tienen puertas y no es un chiste, es el querer saber aún persiste. Al Qaeda es la CIA. Ver un unicornio es como ver un terrorista. ¿Qué? Ver un unicornio es como ver un terrorista. ¿Qué? Pronto todos seremos terroristas. Embrutecimiento sistemático pa' que consumas como un maniático, e igual de reemplazable que un neumático. Estoy rodeado de lunáticos. No eres un ser independiente, ya no eres un ser independiente, sino eres un recurso humano desde que estás en primer grado, porque la escuela no es para educar, es para transmutar tu identidad, para manipular tu individualidad, para condicionar tu realidad y para purgar tu originalidad, para que seas un peoncito más. Masificación de la instrucción, juventud en una línea de producción. Destruye tu televisor, destruye tu televisor. Tú eres más que un consumidor, levántate y bótate el control. Jueces, puercos, profesores, patres, curas, dictadores, paradigmas, opresores, extraterrestres, manipuladores, ilotas, trabajadores, chips en tus interiores, de derecha o de izquierda, moderado o de extrema. Todo es la misma mierda, todo es la misma mierda. Socialismo, neoliberalismo, comunismo, capitalismo, en fin, son élites haciendo lo mismo, usando la ciencia en nombre de un ismo para enristrarte por los siglos de 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 los siglos. La dictadura científica acaba de empezar. La dictadura científica acaba de empezar. La dictadura científica acaba de empezar. La dictadura científica acaba de empezar.
On the bottom rung of the ladder, just one more step and I'm tranquility. Holy living fuck. Are you fucking believing this? Over. We read you. Over.
I hope the two of you are not concerned about this.
I absolutely am standing on the surface of the fucking moon. I'm talking to you from the surface of the fucking moon. Jesus H. Christ in a chicken basket. get tranquility. Holy mother of fuck. The fucking moon. Over.
Tranquility Base here. The Eagle has landed.
I don't think I've ever seen anything quite like this before.
That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
I walked on the moon. What have you done?
No es conveniente la incertidumbre, lo que urge es contenerte, anclado a una idea que define y engloba tu ser. No preguntes, no cuestiones, la respuesta es una orden. Nunca llegues a ver quién sos, dentro está tu verdadero Dios, contenido en una idea, pone en duda esa respuesta hoy. Construye la pregunta, pone en duda la respuesta. Construye la pregunta, ellos saben muy bien quién soy. Es difícil creer, es difícil no ver, atado y anclado en mi idea. Es difícil no entrar, es difícil no ver que algo en el aire vuela. Si no estoy, vengo y voy a través del tiempo, tirando mi ser. Vengo y voy, atravieso este momento, un espacio para verme.
Hubble Space Telescope repairman, and author of the new book, Spaceman and Astronauts: Unlikely Journey to Unlock the Secrets of the Universe, which is out today.
That is, yes, today. Available everywhere, apparently. Where you can get books, you can get Spaceman today. Didn't learn to swim very well when I was a kid. Had to learn how to do that, become a good swimmer to become an astronaut. Learn how to do that, become a good swimmer to become an astronaut. Learn how to do that, become a good swimmer to become an astronaut. Learn how to do that, become a good swimmer to become an astronaut.
You really like it, don't you? You're the one who said you walked on the moon when you didn't. Calling the kettle black, if I ever thought of it. Saying I misrepresented myself. Away from me. You're a coward and a liar and a thief.
You want me to knock you in the head?
Well, I want you to swear to God on the Bible that you walked on the moon.
Okay.
If you walked on the moon, we're given the opportunity to swear to God that you walked on the moon.
I'm going to give you the opportunity to get the hell knocked out of you if you don't leave me alone.
So why don't you just put the end to the record in the argument and put your hand on the Bible, swear to God you walked on the moon.
Mr. Cybro, knowing you, that's probably a fake Bible.
Well, you're talking to the wrong guy. Why don't you talk to the administrator in NASA? We're passengers. We're guys going on a flight.
I don't hit people, but you're going to be on the deck unless you get...
I'm heading out. I appreciate it.
And get the hell out of the house.
Well, I take your stuff and get the fuck out. Why don't you quote me and say it's bullshit?
The shadows interrupt. I don't give a damn about all that shit.
Of lunar orbit being falsified.
Being falsified?
Correct. We got an unedited tape from a source at the Johnson Space Center.
Yes. Totally nonsense.
If you show this publicly, you're open for a lawsuit. Okay?
Thomas Ronald Barron was a safety inspector during Apollo 1's construction. After the fire, Barron testified before Congress that the Apollo program was in such disarray that the United States would never make it to the moon. He claimed his opinions made him a target.
Has there been any pressure on you by NASA?
Nothing. We were, my wife and I were somewhat harassed at home when this first thing broke some time back, but it's gone away now.
As part of his testimony, Barron submitted a 500-page report detailing his findings. Then exactly 1 week after he testified, Barron's car was struck by a train. Barron, his wife, and stepdaughter were killed instantly.
I believe that Thomas Ronald Barron was murdered because he had the truth to tell about the Apollo project.
Barron's report mysteriously disappeared, and to this day, it has never been found. Virgil Gus Grissom was selected as one of the original 7 astronauts. A family man and a veteran of several space flights, he was a national hero and was likely to be the first man to walk on the moon. But Grissom was also an outspoken critic of the space program and was quoted as saying, "Someone's going to get killed." Unfortunately, Grissom's worst fears were soon realized. On January 27, 1967, 2 years before the first moon landing, Grissom and his crew boarded the Apollo 1 capsule for a full-scale simulation. The problems began almost immediately. First, the capsule's communication systems failed.
You copy? No, I didn't read you, Chuck, at all. I can't read you, Chuck. You want to try the phone? How do you get the moon? We can't pass between 3 buildings. I can't hear what you're saying.
Suddenly, the capsule burst into flames with the astronauts sealed inside. Tragically, Gus Grissom, Ed White, and Roger Chaffee lost their lives before ever leaving the launch pad. Gus Grissom's family believes the Apollo 1 fire was no accident.
I think it was intentionally sabotaged by someone. It's been a question in my mind, what was found in the accident investigation and how was that handled? Was the CIA involved or whoever? Right? But it was done intentionally.
This is, what is this? Oh, this is a shot from 130,000 miles out.
Mm-hmm.
I guess it's from approaching. It's from approaching the moon, looking back at the Earth.
Mm-hmm.
And this is, I guess, the Earth zoomed in at a distance.
Yep, seems to be.
They get shot a little bit halfway to the moon.
Mm-hmm.
Looks.
That's what you're looking at.
Now, what is that right there?
What is what?
There's like an arm. It looks like hair on an arm getting in front of the window.
Maybe somebody got there.
If that's the Earth, is that like another spacecraft?
No. That I have no idea what that is. It's a reflection, probably reflections that are just reflecting.
Run that back again, so we get another shot of it.
If you're going to press me on this, I'm not going to talk to you anymore.
Lying about going to the moon is a satanic lie of gigantic proportions.
I don't hit people, but you're going to be.
I appreciate it. And get the hell out of my house.
You ever get a gun to shoot them at them before they get out of the office?
We have a video camera running if you want to do it.
Right.
That would be great footage for us.
You want to call the CIA? Have them whacked.
Así que estoy muy a favor de volver a la Luna y hacer asentamientos. No sé si tendremos una colonia permanente allí.
I understand that some believe that we should attempt a return to the surface of the moon first, as previously planned. But I just have to say, we've been there before.
We choose to go to the moon in this decade and do the other thing, not because they are easy, but because they are hard.
Satellite.
Some of NASA's latest space dreams came crashing down in Central Australia today. A giant helium balloon packed with expensive scientific instruments lost its moorings in high wind.
a que tengamos que investigar la caída de un satélite. Hemos investigado cosas también quizás mucho más complicadas, pero el Avión de Chile está siempre preparado para eso.
Gracias por esta comunicación con CNN Chile.
Ya, hasta luego. Muchas gracias.
si bien no estamos en contacto con el satélite.
Eso parece una sala de videojuegos enorme.
Volar un satélite es como volar un avión, y todo tiene que estar ensayado, También, como un avión, tenemos simuladores de satélite. Los simuladores de satélite fueron desarrollados también acá en Argentina por INVAP. Entonces nos proveen de los simuladores y nos permiten a nosotros correr distintos escenarios. Cuando el satélite se desprende, que está en órbita de transferencia, hay estaciones terrenas a todo lo largo del planeta y nosotros tomamos control de esas estaciones.
Please join me in welcoming Elon Musk.
So thank you very much for having me. Look forward to talking about the SpaceX Mars architecture, and what I really want to try to achieve here is to make Mars seem possible. I think there are really two fundamental paths. History is going to bifurcate along two directions. One path is we stay on Earth forever, and then there will be some eventual extinction event. I don't have an immediate doomsday prophecy, but eventually history suggests there will be some doomsday event. The alternative is to become a spacefaring civilization and a multi-planet species, which I hope you would agree that is the right way to go. Yes? That's what we want. Yeah. You really want to create the dream of Mars in people's minds, and I like the fact that it's driven by infinite improbability, because I think our ship is also extremely improbable. This is where the entertainment industry can play a huge role in just imagine, putting that dream in people's heads.
¿Cómo manejas la presión en ese momento? Tanta gente trabajando, un proyecto de $2.500 millones en sus manos.
The money, $2.5 billion, we don't put it in the rover and send it to Mars, we spend it here on Earth. That this whole enterprise, if you divide it by every woman, child, man in this country, comes out to be the cost of the movie. I know, I speak on behalf of all my colleagues in science, that's a movie I want to see.
Es el saber de que trabajamos en equipo, con honestidad, con sacrificio durante 8 años y con inteligencia. En la cultura nuestra, ¿no es cierto?, es todo lo que te piden. No te piden que tengas éxito, obviamente va a ser mejor que si tenemos éxito, pero la idea es hacer cosas que son difíciles, no queremos hacer cosas fáciles, es empujar el límite, ¿no es cierto?, del conocimiento y de la aventura humana.
Caiga quien caiga llegó a California, Pasadena, para intentar develar, entre otras cosas, la pregunta del millón. ¿Existe o no la vida en otro planeta? Para ello, vamos a intentar entrar a la NASA. Sí. Acá estamos. Stop. We are journalists. You need my passport? Por acá, mira. Se chorearon el teléfono en la NASA. ¿Dónde está la seguridad? Wow. We want to look in Miguel San Martín. It's with signature. I need to put my finger in a place. No? And we stay in NASA or not? La NASA. Sorry. Es una sitcom esto. Gonzalo Rodríguez. This telephone is not from NASA. Come on. Esto es un desastre. ¿Cómo estás? ¿Todo bien?
Bien, ¿y vos?
Bien, muy bien, muy bien. Gracias por recibirnos, ¿eh?
No, gracias a vos.
As the rover touches down and is now on the ground, the descent stage is in a collision course.
Well, tonight was a great drama that was played. I felt like an adventure movie, but in reality I kept telling myself, this is real. This is real what's happening, and what a fantastic demonstration. This movie costed you less than $7 per American citizen. And next week, and next month, and next year, we'll be bringing new discoveries. This movie costed you less than $7 per American citizen.
What I'm about to tell you is top secret. There's a powerful group of people out there that are secretly running the world. I'm talking about the guys no one knows about, the guys that are invisible. The top 1% of the top 1%, the guys that play God without permission.
Cuidado, porque si encontramos vida inteligente, ¿quién dice que nosotros seamos el mejor baremo de inteligencia? Quizás ellos sean muchísimo más inteligentes que nosotros y nos vean según sus índices y no nos consideren inteligentes en absoluto. Quizás nosotros seamos para ellos lo que el gusano es para nosotros. Piensa en nuestro pariente genético más cercano, el chimpancé. Muy cercano a nosotros. Su ADN es el 98%, 99% idéntico al nuestro. ¿Y qué hacen los chimpancés más inteligentes? Pueden apilar cajas, alcanzar un plátano, pueden encontrar un palo para extraer termitas y después comérselas. Puede que utilicen el idioma de signos de manera sencilla que les podamos enseñar. De acuerdo, nuestros bebés pueden hacer eso. Se trata del chimpancé más inteligente. Nuestros bebés lo pueden hacer. Sin embargo, solo hay una diferencia del 1% o el 2% entre nuestro ADN. Y decimos, eso marca una gran diferencia, porque nosotros tenemos poesía, filosofía, ciencia, arte y civilización. Pensemos en otras especies que sean un 1% o 2% más inteligentes que nosotros, de la misma manera que nosotros somos más inteligentes que los chimpancés. Para ellos, el humano más inteligente sería como sus bebés. Podríamos traer a Stephen Hawking y dirían, este es un poco más inteligente que el resto porque puede hacer cálculos astrofísicos en su cabeza, como nuestro pequeño Timmy, que acaba de llegar de la guardería. Timmy puede hacer eso.
His physical appearance and the way he talked about big ideas in a witty and accessible way made him unforgettable, even though he had to use a student to interpret his failing speech.
You wouldn't see anything special if you passed inside the black hole.
Si ese es el caso, si esa civilización nos quisiera hacer esclavos, engañarnos para hacernos pensar lo que ellos quisieran, nosotros no tendríamos ningún control sobre ellos. Deberíamos tener cuidado cuando deseamos encontrar otros seres inteligentes ahí fuera. Porque si hay, podrían ser muchísimo más inteligentes que nosotros. Quizás ya nos hayan encontrado y hayan decidido crear la Tierra como un zoológico para divertirse. ¿Cómo lo íbamos a saber? Son tan inteligentes que han dado con la clave. Y quizás de vez en cuando nos pongan a unos políticos alocados para divertirse y ver cómo nosotros reaccionamos. Quizás les parezcamos aburridos y de vez en cuando les guste sacudir las cosas.
Out of these troubled times, a new world order can emerge, a new era.
Un nuevo orden mundial.
We needed a new world order.
Global governance and
a new world order.
Novus Order Seclorum, a new order for the centuries, for the ages, forever.
That new world order and what America.
Of global governance.
A framework for global governance.
Of Europe and a new world order.
Came a new Europe, a new world order.
I think a new world order is emerging.
Really, a new world order can be created.
A new world order.
And creating the kind of world order that I think all of us would like to see.
Hacemos lo mismo con las mascotas del hogar. Quizás nosotros seamos los hámsters en una jaula llamada Tierra.
Now, one thing I really want your generation to embrace is that the Earth is a closed system. We cannot leave the Earth. There's no place to go.
The history of humanity has been, slowly increasing the boundaries of knowledge and knowing more and more and more and feel comfortable inside there, but at the edges, it's always going to be a challenge.
Yeah, absolutely.
Edges, it's always going to be a challenge. Absolutely.
And it may be hard to see tonight, but we are all standing under a glass ceiling right now. Don't worry, we're not smashing this one. To the young people in particular, I hope you will hear this. I know we have still not shattered that highest and hardest glass ceiling, but someday someone will, and hopefully sooner than we might think right now. Although we weren't able to shatter that highest, hardest glass ceiling this time, thanks to you, it's got about 18 million cracks in it. And the light is shining through like never before, filling us all with the hope and the sure knowledge that the path will be a little easier next time.
So if you want to say, no, they didn't go to the moon, where were they going then? Do the math, okay? Do the math.
George Orwell dijo, en una época de engaño universal, decir la verdad es un acto revolucionario.
How do we know the Earth is not flat?
Shh. The Earth is flat.